All right, everybody, what's happening, man? How y'all doing? Welcome to today's edition of SWAC Smoke. This is episode number 116. We got the big soldier in the house as usual, man, holding it down over there. We got C Wells up in here doing this thing, and man, we just gonna do what we do. Y'all know how it go down. It's Thursday. We're gonna have a little fun, talk a little SWAC football, talk a little whatever else, and just see what's shake, man. What's going on, big soldier? What's happening with you?
Man, I'm good over here. How y'all doing, man? Just ready for this SWAC weekend. Some big games coming up.
Yeah, man. Hey, we in the last weekend. We in the last Saturday of October, man. It's damn season is flying by. Oh, we got Crook already up in the house, boy. what's up, Crook? What's going on with you? Hey, it's the last Saturday of October, man. Only got a few games left, man. Seems like the season just started, man, and it's almost over already, man. This is crazy.
Yeah. The time moved by fast. Hey, we should go back so we get to kind of slow down next weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, man. I forgot all about that. So yeah, we at least got got a little something going
slow
on.
it down for
Man, I'm chilling, man. You know how we do, man. We're gonna start off like we normally do with the previous week's games, and then we'll talk about the other games coming up this week, and a couple other topics I do want to touch on. But let's start off with Alcorn, man. Alcorn went up to Pine Bluff and got them a nice little dub, man, 31-7.
Oh yeah. They definitely did their thing, man. I mean, ain't much to say about UAPB. This just a test run, so man, I had to take that L on homecoming though.
I know that still hurt, but Agent Zero, man, had his first big game this year, man. 55 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. So they've been looking like they finally starting to come around and beat that Alcorn team I thought they would be, man. So they playing, them young men is playing right at the right time, man. They hitting their stride, and big victory for them. Aaron Allen had another big game. Alcorn just really dominated that game, but like you said, for Pine Bluff, man, this is just a trial run, man. They just got to try to find some positivity in that as they can, man, and get on that trail recruiting and get ready for next season. You know what I mean? It's tough to say that with a few games left in the season, but you got to start building for next year. So hopefully, they got some things going on, man. And all the youngins out there at Pine Bluff, man, they keep their heads up and keep working because that the time it's tough now, but it could get better. It can get greater later.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, it's just a test run. I'm looking forward to what they bring in next year. So, I ain't gonna hold this season too hard on them.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying to find the good things here and there as I can with them. But hey, Coach Hampton, keep grinding, man. Keep doing your thing. JSU picked up a 21-6 victory over Valley, man. I'm gonna let you handle that one because I know you was up there, so I'm gonna let you handle that one.
Definitely enjoyed that Valley trip, man. Got to kick it a little bit for the game, like how it's set up in Valley, man. This is a good spot for tailgating. They have all the Greek Row right by the football stadium, and hey, the people was out, and Jackson State just they went out there and dominated, man. We got a new look at a QB for the future. I mean, with Jacoby and Morgan, he looking good, man. He looking really, really good. He played pretty much like how a freshman would play, try to get those jitters, those nerves out. But he did his thing out there. I wish JSU would have ran the ball a little bit more, but shout out to the defense. Like several turnovers, man. BJ Washington, Huggins got two turnovers, and man, they did play a solid game. Valley. I just hate Valley got that garbage time touchdown at the end. But, hey, at least they didn't get blanked. So I mean, hey, hats off to Valley, man. JSU. Hey, it was a good atmosphere, man. I enjoyed it, bro.
Hey, did you get your barbecue? I saw you.
I didn't even get my barbecue, man. Shout out to Mike Reed, man. Mike Reed had invited me for some barbecue, man. But hey, that reception up there in the Delta, a little it's a little spotty. So I didn't see the message until I got back to Jackson. So So, I ain't get my barbecue, but much love to Mike Reed, man. Maybe one of these days we get to kick it, man. That's a
Oh
big
yeah,
dude right there, man.
Always another opportunity coming around at some point. But man, like I said, I had a chance to kind of keep up with that game a bit. Like you said, new quarterback out there. I thought he showed some things. Some things did some good things. But Valley tough at home. So they always gonna put up that fight. But like defense, JSU defense, 3 interceptions on the night. Valley, like I said, Valley got some pieces, man. I think Valley is putting some things together, but they still got a lot of work ahead of them too.
Yeah, because they didn't run very many plays, and they were the same plays that they were running. So I don't know what kind of rhythm they was trying to find on offense, but yeah, they're gonna have to go back to the offensive drawing board a little bit better because that play caller was really predictable. What's up, Thrillo? What's going on?
What's going on, Big Thrillo, man? What's happening? Shout out to TSU. We're gonna talk about y'all in a few. But yeah, man, I think they might be kind of, they probably tried to, simplify, since he's a young guy out there playing quarterback.
So.
And he don't fully know everything he's doing out there, but I think they trying to do what they can do and get right, And like you said, sometimes that leads to team running the same thing over and over. Right. So it's like I think they kind of found themselves in that kind of position, and it just really wasn't working for them. But they do they do have the ability to score some points at some point. But like you said, that garbage touchdown at the end, man, that hurts a lot. I know.
Yeah, Jackson State wasn't too far behind them in some of their play calling too, because it looks like we don't do nothing but throw man on man deep. That's the only thing we do. So I think they should have fed the ball to Moultrie a little bit more because he did have a rushing touchdown. So you know what I'm saying, they did their thing.
Yeah, what's up, Los J and the Trophy Chasers fam? What's going on with you?
We can't skip them, man. We
don't skip. We don't skip nobody. Hey, if I ain't never skipped them L's I took, we can't skip y'all, man. But it wasn't that bad, man. What's going on, my boy D up in D Town, man? What's happening with you? But before we get it out, man, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Southern real quick. 28-18. We led that game basically 28-10. They scored a touchdown with like 40-something seconds left to make the score look like it did. We had a horrible first quarter, man. That was the slowest start we had all year, and we don't really play. We usually play pretty decently in the first few series, but we started off real slow. They went for it 3 times on their first drive. Bethune-Cookman went for it 3 times on their first drive. They was trying to really screen us to death. And Southern held them on 4th down and 1. The fumble, we got the ball back. We went for it on 4th and 5, didn't get it. And they ended up scoring a long touchdown because we jumped offside, which is something that that we do. We we jump offside a lot. And we jumped offside, gave them a free play. They went up 7-0. Second quarter, Southern started to get the run game going. Harold Blood ran 30-something yards, touchdown. First drive, Kendrick Grimes got a touchdown on the next drive, 14-7. One of the plays that could have changed the game around for Bethune-Cookman, we blocked the field goal. Our dude decided to pick it up and run, and we had like 5 penalties on the play, put us back at like the 5-yard line after they sorted everything out. We threw an interception. They got a field goal right for the half, but Southern was able to score in the third quarter and basically scored a long touchdown pass in the third quarter. Block punt for a touchdown, fourth quarter, put us up 28-10, and then, like I said, they changed quarterbacks and put a new guy in, and he had a couple of series, and last series he drove and scored. But I thought defensively we played, other than that first couple of drives, I thought we locked in on defense. I thought Southern really played a good defensive game. Only helped Bethune-Cookman ran for 43 yards on the night, so they had a tough time moving the football. But Southern offense, man, when are they gonna ever ever be consistent, man. To me, that's the one question about this team is can they be consistent? The talent is there, the ability is there. You got guys that can run the ball, you got guys that can catch the ball, but you just gotta, you can't put it all together. So if time is running out, you need a consistent game at some point. But not a lot of bad coaching decisions by Dooley, other than that 4th and 5 when they went for it. I think they should have punted, but you can do what you want with that. But he didn't really get in the way of this game, and Bethune-Cookman was fired up and hungry, but they couldn't. They didn't have enough to get over the hump. One play I do want to say is Bethune-Cookman. I know I got some Wildcats out there watching, man. Maybe y'all can put this in somebody's ear. Can y'all get some new announcers, man? Them dudes, them dudes was the worst. Like they had a white guy and a black guy. The white guy, he wasn't that bad, but his voice was just like nails on chalkboard. But the black guy they had, bro, like he ain't know nothing. And so, I mean, can y'all shape that up, man? I appreciate y'all, taking y'all stream up to Jacksonville. But can we get better at that? But when live, it ain't that. Hey, man, golf season. You gonna skip men's basketball? Women's basketball? Hey, we it's almost basketball season, so y'all got that going. Yeah. But hey,
the NBA game was on last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, it's basketball season.
I know, bro. I looked up the other day and I was like, the NBA game is on Tuesday. What?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, the time already flying. But like I said, I think just like we said about Pine Bluff and Valley, I think Bethune-Cookman, I think they're making some good strides, man. I think Coach Woody doing a pretty solid job out there. They just don't have enough pieces, but they got some. They don't have enough. I think they can keep working. They're gonna get there. I do like their defense. Their defense is pretty aggressive. They got a couple guys on the D line that's pretty solid, and they get after you, but they just didn't have enough in that game. The last game that we had this week, and I watched the whole game. I got a little excited because I thought we might see upset, but TSU jumped up 14-0. Jumped up 14-0, and ended up losing 31-21.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought they played. I thought on first half, I thought they were giving FAMU everything they want. Hey, y'all might let me before we go too far. I gotta answer this comment. Maybe JSU will let them get that dub this week.
We ain't planning on it because we still planning for a good, at least a winning record. You know what I'm saying? So, that's pretty much. I don't think nobody gonna catch FAMU, man.
No, I only can say that since we already played them because we might have been the ones if we still had a game left against them. But they got a couple games left that they might can make some things happen. But we'll see. But like I said, I thought Texas Southern had a good game plan early against FAMU. Their defense kind of had Musa off balance a little bit. And he didn't look that good. He missed some throws. They had some drops. But third quarter, which is what FAMU do, man. They play slow in the first quarter. In the third quarter, they usually put it on, and they scored 21 points in the third quarter. Took the lead, and really their run game helped them get their game going. But I think they're gonna. I think FAMU gonna do what they do. But TSU, I thought that was a solid first half. Second half, everything that went good went bad, and you can't do that against FAMU, and that's what happened. But I think TSU played a solid game. Ladarius Owens, another big game for him, 128 yards.
Yeah.
He continued to do his thing on the ground. Receivers was pretty solid, and like I said, defense was giving them all kind of problems, but it's just hard to keep that team from making the run that they go on. So, welcome to the FAMU club, TSU. we all left.
The Lonely Hearts Club, man.
That's it. It's their heart.
Mm-hmm.
So we all been there, man, and they, everybody had a run, but Yeah, and that's the thing about, when you play FAMU, it's almost like they wait for those opportunities. They don't really, even when they not playing up to par, they don't press. They keep doing what they're doing, and they wait for it to come open. So when you go through them lulls like a lot of our offenses do, that's when they pounce. You know what I mean? I saw it firsthand. We had those laws, and they were able to take advantage from time to time. But they that's what they do. They just love to, well, I can say love, but they just know how to kind of take that punch and keep going. So when you find yourself in that hole and you can work your way out of it a lot, that's a sign of a good team. It may not be a great team when you look at it like that, but they that should be a that's a tough task for anybody. I do want to see that FAMU Alcorn matchup if some kind of way we don't make it, because I do want a rematch. I wish it wasn't in Bragg, but hey, if you got to do it, you got to do it. But I would love to see that FAMU Alcorn game, because I think that'll be a great matchup. Like the comments say, they haven't played since Alcorn, since FAMU joined the SWAC, and both teams got really good defenses. Alcorn offense can run and pass. Seem like the running game coming back this week, and that could be something that could give FAMU some problems. But I think that I think that'd be a good matchup, and you don't ever want to really count Alcorn out in a championship situation. But
right,
yeah, you kick that field goal right there, and you missed it. That hurt, because you scored out. That's 7 more points on top of your first half total, and who knows what could happen if you put them down by a bigger margin. Maybe they don't get out of it. So it's those little mistakes in games like this that can hurt, man. It's like you find yourself kind of playing the what if game, and I hate that when you lose a game like that when you do that, because if you trace back your game, you can always find 1 or 2 things that if you did this differently, things would have worked better. But it's like I said, it's a situation we all been in, and it's rough. And I really hate to see it, because I think FAMU got a really good team, and I think I won't say they're skating by, but I feel like they haven't played a full game yet, and that's something that's something that I think that at some point you trying to win a championship, those kind of things might catch up with you. So we'll see how it turn out. But right now, Rattler's still on the roll.
Yeah, they gonna be hard to beat, man. I see them winning out, honestly, man. But because they the team to beat. I think it's just their year, and it looks like it's shaping up to be. I mean, whoever one coming out the West gonna have to meet them in Bragg. So
yeah, that's the toughest thing right there. Not only trying to beat a team who is a championship caliber team, but trying to beat them somewhere where they haven't lost in a long time, which is not impossible. Anybody could win anywhere at some point, but sometimes you don't want to make it as hard for you.
Right.
But before we jump into our week 9 picks and everything, what's going on, Rod, man? What's happening with you, man? Thank you for checking in with us and rocking with us.
All right.
I wanted to I don't know if y'all saw this, and I was trying to find the article, but I can't find it right now. Here. Hampton played Delaware this weekend, and Delaware have been thinking about moving up to FBS, and they made a statement. I forgot who it was, the president or the AD made a statement about playing schools like Hampton with their attendance. What's going on, Blue? What's happening with you, man? Thank you for tuning in.
Blue?
But basically what they was saying was they playing schools with Hampton who got bad attendance at home makes the move to FBS even more necessary. And I feel like number one, Hampton never been a school that had great attendance at home. There's never been a thing. But I feel like they're not the only team in the conference who don't draw well. I feel like that's a little shot that they took at the new guys. You know what I'm saying? it makes Hampton look a little weird to me. Like they feel, they make me feel like they probably should have made this move, man, because they don't really want you there.
Right. That's what it sounds like from what you're saying.
And I mean, like I always feel like every athletic department got to do what's best for them. Every school got to do what's best for them. But sometimes it ain't. It ain't all money ain't good money. Sometimes all that glitters ain't gold. It's just one of them things. I don't like to see people get drugged like that. When going into the season and everything that this program is they don't draw well. I mean, that's not rocket science. They unless they playing like Norfolk or somebody, they don't really draw that well. So you already knew this when you let them in. So it ain't like everybody else in the conference. Outside of a few teams are drawing 20,000 people. So it's kind of tough, man. It looks a little weird, when you look at it certain ways.
Yeah, I agree 100% with you.
But on that, like I said, to answer this comment, any SWAC teams have a shot at the playoffs? Nah, I don't think so.
Nah,
probably your best bet if that's what you were looking for at any point would have been Alcorn, but Alcorn, they lost the SWAC game. I feel like you lost to Prairie View, which I don't think looks good because Prairie View they lost really bad in the non-conference, and you lost to Stephen F. Austin, so that doesn't help, and you beat McNeese, which is that's a good thing, but I feel like if you don't win the division, then you're not gonna get that recognition. But right now, they Alcorn might be. I'm not saying that they are. I was saying that if you had to pick somebody, they might be the one, but they probably gonna go to the SWAC championship. So in that situation, no, I don't see anybody.
Yeah, and then to be honest, in the SWAC this season, I hate to even see a SWAC team in the playoff. It might not get. It might not be pretty. Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think it would.
Just stick with this SWAC championship and go ahead to the Celebration Bowl. I just don't think we have some strong enough teams in this conference right now. So
let me ask you this, since we kind of on this topic. I've been thinking this the last few weeks. I think SWAC football is bad this year.
Yes, sir.
Like I look at a lot of the offenses. A lot of offenses in this league are not good. I mean, a lot of offenses struggling this late in the season. We got teams that's playing, multiple quarterbacks still this late in the season. We got teams who can't run consistently. Got teams can't pass consistently. We got 2 or 3 offenses that I trust to score points. Everybody else is dicey, man. And same thing on defense. We got some really bad defenses. We got some really bad defenses in this league. I don't know if it's youth, coaching, or what. It's like, yeah, I don't even see.
Yeah,
I really don't see that happening, man. I don't know. I had high hopes for this season, and I had real high hopes for it, but it don't look like I don't know what happened, man. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it might be the coaches, because I mean, coaching ain't been the greatest this season either. But you look at some of the guys, I don't know, man. I really don't know. It's baffling to me sometimes. But I really finally came to that realization like last week. I was looking at some of the stats and stuff, and stats don't tell everything. A lot of teams play FBS games, so the numbers be looking kind of weird. But it's a lot of teams who are very bad at scoring points, man. I'm talking like a lot of teams with like 18, 19 points a game. And it's just we don't have an exciting brand of football right now.
We sure don't.
And it hurts, man.
Don't.
It hurts.
And it seemed like everybody just struggling to get by. You don't see the dominance like in years past. It's honestly, man. I've seen some D2 games better. I
Yeah.
hate to say it like that, but it's just true.
And in this comment here, only only two D1 out of conference wins. And like I said, I hate to keep piling on people, but man, that loss to Houston Christian, bro, that was embarrassing. And that team is getting better. That program is getting better, but that I don't think that's a 30-0 game, man. I don't see how that can be a 30-0 game. And it is, you had 100 yards of penalties, 110 yards of offense. That doesn't happen. That's just I don't know, because even in years where we was bad out of conference, we still look good against each other. It's like who knows, man. But right now we got one really good team and a bunch of other teams that could be good, but nobody's consistent, and it looks bad, And them D2 teams is playing really well right now. So I almost feel like some of the teams could probably come in the SWAC and do well this season.
Yeah, the way things set up, I would be surprised if Benedict came into the conference and got some wins, man.
And some of it is parity. There's some that I don't feel like there's a big gap between everybody. Like FAMU's good. FAMU is they number one right now, but I don't feel like they're like 100 miles ahead of everybody else. They good because they do what they do well, but they not consistent offensively. They got the weapons to be, but they not consistent offensively. Alcorn, that for weeks they look like they couldn't throw the ball. Then for weeks they look like they couldn't run the ball. Now they look like they starting to put it together. But earlier this season they didn't look that way. Bama State got a great defense. Offense, it is what it is. Southern defense is good. Offense very inconsistent. Alabama A&M, they look like they can score on anybody. But then in the other weeks they look like they can't score on you. So it's JSU same thing. So I feel like the middle portion of the league is not bad, but it's not good, and it doesn't look good right now. So yeah, I mean basically we beat up on each other, and when you're sitting here in October and you got a 3-way tie for first place in one division, and you got another team that's just barely out of it. Nobody's dominating, so it's tough. But I like I said, I just had that thought this week, man, and I finally came around to saying it because I've been avoiding that topic because I felt like number one I ain't say it because sometimes when you say something, people look at your team and be like, oh, you just saying that because Southern ain't playing that good. Nah, I'm saying that because I'm watching these teams play Southern. It's
man, I'm telling you, it's not just Southern. It's the whole conference as a whole. I like it. It just hasn't been a really good brand of football this year. I'm gonna just be 100% honest with you. And I thought about this several weeks ago. I was looking at just really paying close attention, just watching these games. They haven't really been that good, man. And we just got to keep it a buck.
Yeah, it's and in some ways it hurts. It hurts your top teams too because it means that you don't have to play all out for 60 minutes and win games. That's dangerous. You can almost escape by, but you're not being pushed all the time, and it's tough to turn it on and off. It's time for coaches to really look at their staffs. It's time for everybody to look at their coaches. I mean, everybody's not doing what they should be doing. It's coaches need to look at their players. Some coaches need to look at their schemes. I think some coaches not even calling plays that suit their players. So
yeah, I agree that.
I think there's enough to go around for everybody to get some of that heat. So I don't think there's no one thing to point at, but that there's multiple things that you can point at, and that's what makes it bad. But
yeah,
it's like
NFL scouts coming in and You know what I'm saying? They seeing a bad brand of football. That's not a good highlight when it comes to draft time and stuff. You know, you want to make sure you're putting the best product out on the field. And if you're not, I mean, and, you know, people they're not gonna tune in and watch.
Yeah, and it, you know, like I say, man, it just makes it tough. And you know, we still, you know, we still getting, you know, pretty solid coverage. You know, we ain't getting what we had, but we still getting some. So it's like you don't want to lose the people that you getting because they're looking at the games and you're seeing like all these teams, you know, really having a tough time, you know, moving the ball, you know, like you know, you got teams who consider division contenders and they scoring 18 points a game. You know what I mean? That's just that's rough to me. You know, you got, you know, division contenders averaging under 350 yards of offense. You know, giving up over 400 yards of offense. That just you know, it's okay. You're gonna have bad teams. You're gonna have bad teams, but I feel like too many teams are not where they need to be, and some of it is the FBS games. I think, like you know, I said it before, and I always say it. TSU playing 2 FBS games back to back. I think that was the dumbest idea ever. That does you no favors, you know, and I've said that multiple times. But you know, I feel like we need to find a way to win some of these games. You know, some of these FCS games we play. That's what it all boils down to. So if we just beat up on each other, I guess we're gonna always look like this. But hopefully, you know, we can make that happen, man. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, it's you know what, D is relative. Is relative to what you used to seeing and what you watching. Because if you watch SEC football, some of them people gonna complain about, you know, what they teams is doing. So I guess it's just, you know, it's just your world because you in it and you more in tuned in it. It stands out more to you. So that the same discussion we having, other leagues are having, but it's, you know, this SWAC smoke. This ain't MEAC smoke. You know what I'm saying? This ain't colonial smoke. So this is, you know, this is our show. So you know, we all focus. Yeah, like I say, man, those games can hurt, man. Like I said, you don't get any momentum, you don't get any rhythm coming off of a tough loss. You need a game to get yourself back on track, you know, and going all the way to Ohio and losing that game, and then coming back and losing at home, losing basically at home to Rice, and then going to Ground Limit. That's a tough 3-game stretch for any team in this league, let alone a team who lost their quarterback in between games 1 and 2. You know, so it's tough, man. But we're gonna go ahead and move on from that. Like I said, I don't want to sit there and harp on that too long because it make you upset. But
yeah, it drives you crazy.
yes, it do, bro. It make your head spin.
Mm-hmm.
but we're gonna go ahead and talk about these upcoming games, man, before it get too late. Got South Carolina State and North Carolina Central playing this evening on ESPNU. So y'all make sure y'all catch that.
What time that kickoff? 6:30.
Yeah, say 6:30. So 6:30. So it's probably going on now, but the game tracker ain't updated yet. So, but y'all keep your eyes on that game. But let's go ahead and talk some SWAC football, man. Let's run through this week's action, get these picks in. First game that we have on the schedule is where is it? Alcorn and Valley. Delta Devils take a trip to the reservation.
Man, it's gonna be rough. It's going down at Alcorn, but Valley just hold on because help is on the way. Because when the clock hits 0, that's gonna be the exit out of the Norman, Mississippi, man. I just don't see it. I don't see this game being close the way Alcorn been playing the last couple games. I think it's gonna give Alcorn a little confidence, definitely getting their running game back going. I don't see this game being close.
Yeah, Alcorn kind of putting things together at the right time. You know, you know, it seemed like it took them a while, but it seemed like they starting to put it together. Valley's another good opportunity for them to get their offense going again. The defense should play pretty well in this game. and
Right.
they got a big game next week. I doubt they look past Valley, but this game can get you locked in for the next one. So coming down the stretch run, I think Alcorn know what's ahead of them, and I think they take care of business in this one. Valley got a short week after this week. They got to go to Daytona on next Thursday and play Bethune-Cookman. So
The down bottom bowl.
they got to turn. They got to turn right around and hit the road again, man. These schedules this year been brutal, man.
Yeah, been really.
But I think Alcorn pull that one out. We got, speaking of the down bad bowl, we got Bethune-Cookman going to Grambling. I think Bethune. Like I say, man, I like what Bethune-Cookman is trying to do, but they just don't have the guys to do it. Grambling should take care of business in this game. The one thing Grambling struggles with is run defense, and Bethune-Cookman don't really run the ball that well. So that should not be an issue. I think Grambling offense gonna get back on track. If they can cut out those turnovers they had the last couple of weeks, I think they'll get back on track. They need this win, man. They need this win in a bad way, coming off for 2 straight losses. So I think Grambling, I think Bethune-Cookman they're gonna fight, because I think they got that that we don't got nothing else mentality. But I don't know if they got the weapons to stay in this game. So I think Grambling picks up a win too. And
I got Grambling.
And this game is on HBCU Go, so that's the game of the SWAC game of the week on HBCU Go. So y'all watch that game if you can. I think, like I said, I think Grambling gonna take care of business. Like I said, I just don't. I don't have enough confidence in Bethune-Cookman offensively to win this game, because Grambling score points and Grambling give up points. So I don't know if they're gonna be able to shoot it out with Grambling, but stranger things have happened. We'll just put it that way. Grambling run the ball, they'll be fine, man. They'll be fine. Jackson State at Pine Bluff. What's your thoughts?
Ooh, another down bad ball.
I know, this is 3 in a row.
But I'm gonna tell you, Jackson State last few trips up there, man, they've been successful. I think they should take care of them. I think defensively, we're gonna be okay. I don't see Pine Bluff making too much noise on the offensive side of the ball. I think Jackson State can come out of there like it'll be win. I think they'll win at least 2 touchdowns. I can see like a 28-14 victory coming out of there. Hey, it's one of them. Get in, get out, and get the dub, basically. So
yeah, I feel the same way. I said like 29-9. I don't know why I picked a weird score like that, but I feel like it's gonna be one of them kind of games that the JSU gonna be able to kind of get their offense going a little bit. Defense gonna hold them down. But Pine Bluff, I don't know who playing quarterback this week. Might be me, but they didn't play like 4 quarterbacks this year, so they really need to find a way to make some things happen. But this is not gonna be the week for them, as far as I can see. North Carolina Central is on the board. They scored a touchdown. I'm gonna do my little cut in. But
scored already? What they scored off a kickoff return or something?
No, they had a 60-yard touchdown pass.
Goodness gracious! Yeah, I pray that's it, man.
I know.
It might get a little active today. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, let me ask you, how's the kicking game for JSU? Is it getting better?
Yeah, Dylan Watson looking pretty good. He was punting it. He was kicking it, but I think Matt knows. I think he got hurt again, but I heard he should be ready for the Pine Bluff game. I think they were trying to rest him, but it looked like to me the kicking game getting a whole lot better.
Yeah, I think they finally found something, especially in the punt game, because the punt game was real dicey. So
them that rugby style punt.
Yeah, that ain't it. So at least
find him some young white men to keep their ball. And I seen a lot of young white men at homecoming. So so I know they. Yeah, so I know he got a gang of kickers got to be coming in because that ain't finna work.
But maybe this be another week that you don't need to punt the ball that much. So hopefully you don't need your special teams too much in this game. Maybe this one of them kind of kick extra point type of games, and not really worry about too much more. All right. So next we got I'm saving the Magic City Classic for last because that was my game of the week. So we'll talk about that one last. Prairie View and FAMU is homecoming at FAMU, which let me sidebar this, man. Can I say HBCU sports Twitter or whatever you want to call it? Bro, y'all be wilding, bro. Like all week it was a different topic, and early in the week people were talking about FAMU not on the highest of 7 hills. I'm like, bro, y'all actually looked at that.
I saw that too. That was pretty funny.
I was like, bro, somebody actually looked at that. Man, bro, it's crazy. I had to sidebar that real quick because I always like to say that, because they say they're on the highest of 7 hills, and somebody like, no, they're not. I'm like, what we supposed to say now? But anyway, it's homecoming in Tally, and I think the Rattlers play their typical game. I think Prairie View offense gonna make some plays, but Prairie View pass defense has been poor this season. So I think whether it's the first half or second half, I think Moose are gonna get it together, and they're gonna be able to feast on Prairie View through the air. Because I don't think the Panthers gonna be able to slow them down with the pass game.
Yeah, I agree too. I think FAMU. I mean, it's homecoming. They back in Bragg. It's always hard to beat them in Bragg. They on I don't know how many games now they have on a winning streak at home. I think they're gonna continue it. But I think Prairie View gonna give them a little run for their money, but they gonna still come out there. I think FAMU just a second half team. They're gonna find a way to pull it out at the end anyway. So, and then I know Willie ain't gonna let Moose make too many mistakes. So, at the end, I got FAMU winning probably by at least let's say about 17 points.
Yeah, I'm about. I said 14. I said 27-13. So we're in the same boat. I think it's gonna be the same kind of game, man. It's like they gonna mess around or whatever they do early. Prairie View gonna be in it, and then I think they're gonna snatch it away like they always do. Now, at some point that might come back to bite them, but right now that's not what it is. But this is a good point though. If Prairie View can run the ball the way that they can, and I don't think their run game been as explosive as it was last season. But they still very capable. They still got tons of guys that can run the ball. If they can get a lead and play from ahead with the run game, then they can make things harder on FAMU. You have to put the pressure on FAMU. You have to make them work. And then you have to take advantage of the mistakes if they make any. You can't just stop playing your game. But if Prairie View can run the ball, this could be a very interesting game. So. I think Prairie View. I think they're gonna come out fired up because they got a lot to prove, man. They got a lot to prove. So I think they're gonna come out fired up.
Got a shot of winning the West, so I know they're gonna be up to play because I think what is like a 3-way tie right now, isn't it? It's Southern, Alcorn, and PV.
Yeah, it's a 3-way tie for first right now.
Even Grambling even in the mix.
With two losses, they still in it. And one key thing to take into account for this game, is if Prairie View do happen to win this game and they don't lose no more, they host the SWAC championship. So there's a lot still on the line, because they would have beaten FAMU head to head. So there's a lot still on the line for this game. Prairie View not out of this. They can find a way to win this game. That makes a lot of things very interesting. So.
Could you imagine Prairie View hosting the championship and probably won't even fill up, but maybe one section of the stadium?
Yeah, I know that's rough. I would hope they turn out for that.
Sorry, Prairie View. I just had to get that one in because I know y'all ain't finna fill up top. Yeah, I know that ain't gonna happen.
Man, if you get a SWAC championship game at home and don't fill it up, bro, they moving that thing back to neutral sites, man.
Yeah, it's going back to Birmingham, y'all. If y'all can't do that, come on now.
We don't want that no more.
If you win, they got to fill up the stadium. I want, and it got to be hostile. Y'all got to pull up for that because if Prairie View go ahead, I might pull up here just for the heck of it.
Yeah, I think you will get a good turnout from a lot of outside people too, because everybody will really want to be there and see it, and see what happened. Next game we got Texas Southern and Southern.
Mm-hmm.
This should be a good game, bro. I mean, all jokes aside, this should be a good game. I really want to see Southern defense against TSU offense. Ladarius Owens is a hell of a running back, man. He's one of my favorite players. And he's been solid in the return game this season, man. He's a monster. Jace Wilson playing better week in and week out. TSU not winning by 40 though. I can tell you that.
No.
I can tell you that. I can safely say that. Because I'm not going to let that happen. I'm gonna run down on the field and take the ball if that.
Boy, Texas Southern blow y'all out. It Muffet by 40.
Bro, don't even go there, bro. I'm sitting here trying to, feel good about things, man. Don't.
Hey,
but
TSU gonna take y'all to the Brave Cave.
Oh, bro, and I know exactly where it's at, man. I know exactly where it's at. I worked down the street from it a couple times, man. I know.
We ain't trying to go to the Brave Cave.
Ain't trying to go there. Hey, y'all increasing the score now. Don't get too beside yourself now. I know them two game winning streak feel good, but. It's about to end now, but I man, don't do that, bro. Please don't do that. please don't do that. I think you're a cool dude, bro. I want to continue to talk to you, bro. Don't do that.
No, that low J gonna get the flat. Ooh,
he gonna go to 50. He gonna go to the Brave Cave for real.
You go. You gonna go to the Brave Cave for real.
But them BRP, they gonna snatch him all the way up, bro.
Hey, nah, if they beat y'all by 50, we sending Dooley to the Brave Cave. That's
yes. I'm dropping him off myself, man. You know what I'm saying? But
he going straight to the Brave. And coach defense Henry Miller. Henry Miller gonna be first getting that Brave Cave.
Hey, y'all dropped 50 on us, man. We was a horrible team that year. Y'all dropped 50 on us. I think we won like 2 games that year, but y'all did it. I think that was 2011 or 10 when they snatched that SWAC championship from them.
Oh yeah.
So y'all did it before, but y'all ain't gonna do it again. With all that being said, man, I was gonna go through an analysis and all that, but Southern winning this game, so we need it. Their season over with. Our season still got a lot on the line. Our defense gonna win this game for us as usual. TSU gonna score a few points, but our defense gonna make the stop they need to make, and offense gonna do what they do. We're gonna score like 24 to 28 points, and we're gonna win this game by like a touchdown. It's not gonna be pretty, but we're gonna win this game, man. So enjoy the hey. It's gonna be I don't know, it get dark a little bit earlier now. So y'all keep y'all players on the sideline before the fourth quarter when they do the light show, bro. We don't wanna have to mop the field with y'all 2 times. So keep them dudes on the sideline.
I got Southern actually winning this game, but it's gonna be a dog fight because
it's gonna be a war, bro.
Because TSU ain't gonna lay down. To be honest, I got Southern, but I won't be surprised if TSU pulls it out.
I mean, like I said, man, all seriousness, I can see TSU winning this game. If I put my Southernness on the side, but it's gonna be a war, man. It's definitely gonna be. It's definitely gonna be a battle. TSU feel like they, I mean, they done beat Southern twice in the last 2 years. They feel like they can do what they need to do against Southern, but they coming, man. They coming to make some things happen. This is, hey, I done heard teams say this before, but Southern is their Super Bowl, and you can't tell me that it ain't, because they still talk about 24-0. They still talk about the time they beat us in Dallas on a horrible 4th down spot. Southern is their Super Bowl, so of course we gonna get their best chance. But we about to restore order back to what it was, man, when we won like 7-8 straight against them. So it's gonna go back to what it is, and they're gonna be talking basketball at the Saturday night. So it's gonna go back to.
I just say it like this, because if Texas Southern beats Southern, I ain't gonna lie to you, Jack State better watch out.
Oh yeah, like I say, man. I'm talking a lot of trash, but TSU got a really good team, man. Their defense. Their defense been kind of up and down, but they got weapons. And if you come in there and you mess around with them, they gonna beat the brakes off you. So you better come ready to play, man. This is something, man. Y'all, come on now. That is not happening. That might happen. That might happen in that stadium over there in Texas in front of 30 people, but in Mumford, that is not happening. I can guarantee you that. I don't care. They put on the show of their lifetime. Ain't nobody gonna acknowledge that. Hey, if y'all do win, Los J, you bring them trash bags, bro. I'm in the north end zone. I'm not hard to find. Give them to me. I definitely put them to use. don't you? But man, I do hope to link up with some of my TSU people, man. So y'all make sure y'all holler at me before the game, man. But
definitely with Jackson State play, I want to link up with some TSU people too. I definitely want to kick with y'all. I know, hey, somebody like that grid.
Exactly. Yes. Is short answer blue? Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I believe it.
Because there's a lot of people who already want them gone. There's a lot of people who got some bread that want a change made, so they waiting for the next bad loss to happen. So if it happen, it's gonna be a bloodbath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I honestly might shut down my social media, because you ain't gonna see nothing nice on there, bro. It's like, I don't even know how I'm gonna walk out the stadium, because I see everybody when I leave, bro, and everybody gonna be. I know how it is. I seen it 3 times. I seen it twice already this year. I don't like that walk out the stadium, bro, and you getting pulled to the side by people cussing and fussing. I don't want to deal with that this week. So let's just take care of business and deal with that the next time. But we're gonna get to this last game, man, before we get up out of here. Magic City Classic. They already talking noise, man. They already talking noise.
Yeah, people are already there. They were there Tuesday. I'm like, man, they don't play.
Exactly, they don't play.
They really don't play like a tailgate out there. Okay.
I don't know, so I ain't gonna confirm or deny nothing. I'm just speaking hypotheticals. I don't know. I mean, I know something, but I don't know if it's right. So I'm not gonna put that out there in the universe. South Carolina State got an interception. What's going on, Timothy Ziegler, man? What's happening, man? I know you ready for that Magic City Classic out there. Who you got in this game, man?
Oh man, shoot. This is interesting because it's a lot on the line too. Because if A&M would get a win and somehow beat FAMU, they control their own destiny.
Yeah, it's still some.
So that's still a possibility. So I think A&M is definitely gonna get up for this game, but Alabama State gonna try to play, you know what I'm saying, devil's advocate and wreck some stuff. It's hard for me to even really decide who I'm gonna pick in this game. because Alabama State had plenty of time to prepare, and A&M too. But if I was to pick, and it's just in my opinion, I think Cornell know what's on the line. So I'm gonna go with A&M in this game because he got to put it all on the table. You know what I'm saying? We want to definitely be in staying at the hill. So I got A&M in this game, bro, and it's gonna be close. I mean, but Bama State gonna make it scrappy. They ain't gonna let them. It ain't gonna be easy. Definitely from a defensive standpoint, it is not gonna be easy.
Yeah, I said South Carolina State intercepted North Carolina Central with South Carolina State fumble. Central picked it up and ran it for a touchdown, so it's 14-0. just that fast. I want to lean Bama State, man, but I feel like I just don't like their offense. Just
too, but I just don't trust their offense in this game. I'm gonna just be 100 with you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this is the year A&M can get them, and I think it's gonna come down to quarterback play. I think if whoever be the better quarterback can win this game, and I definitely don't trust none of them boys over there in Montgomery. I don't trust them, period. But I mean, I think Keyshawn Johnson gonna get off. We know Bubba gonna get off.
Oh yeah, they main guys gonna do what they do. The key for them is for somebody else to do something. And I know, I know Coach E-Rob, a friend of the show. You know what I'm saying? I know he get down with us, but I can't rock with him this week.
Yeah, I got to ride my boy Maynard. I think he's gonna get him this year.
Yeah, I think Maynard, man. I think after the game over with, I think Maynard gonna grab a mic somewhere and start barking on the field. So I feel like he know he need this. Both teams need this, but I feel like he needed the worst. And these games are crazy. These games, they had some crazy. They had like triple overtimes and all this crazy stuff. So anything can happen. But I think the Bulldogs are, out of the two teams, I think they are a more complete team out of the two.
Right.
I'm not saying that they are a complete team 100% anywhere they go. But out of the two teams, I think they can do offense and defense to a similar manner. But
in the way Xavier Langford been playing, I think they can get it done, and I think they will, because I'm confident more so in A&M than I am Bama State.
Yeah, and I will say, if they don't get it done, then I think it's gonna be rough for Coach Maynard. So. They need it, they really. I mean, a game like this, everybody want to win it, like both coaches said in the press conference. People come up to you like, "Hey, coach, you need to win one game of the season," and it's this one. So everybody knows what's at stake, but it's gonna be a good game. I wish it was a night game, so more people could watch it.
Right? Yeah, that would be sweet. That really would be sweet. But it's. Yeah, I don't know if you want to play a night game over there. You already know what part of it.
I know. You might want to go ahead and get in and get out. You know what I'm saying?
It's in the daytime, but I don't know how it is when that night falls. So.
Yeah, boy, when the wolves come out, it's different, man. It's a different world. But like I said, I think it's gonna be a fun game to watch, man. I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on it. As best as I can before I hit that. Well, I'll probably already be up there, but I'm gonna try to catch it. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this thing on up, man, and get ready for the weekend. Try to catch some of this game before it get too far out of hand, and get ready for the weekend, man. Just big weekend at home for us Jaguars, man. So if y'all know some people who on the fence, man, tell them to get some tickets and get in the damn stadium, man. Because we want a good atmosphere. So let's make some things happen.
Room in there, because
it's
one game.
Hey, we come to 3 games. we come to 3 games. I ain't gonna let you get that one off. We come to 3 games. We come to Jackson State, Alcorn, and homecoming.
That's gonna be major next weekend. I may have to slide down there for that one myself, because that's gonna be a good one.
I got a couple of things that might interfere, but I want to try to make it if I can. But I gotta see how things work out. But
hey, let me know, because if you do, I would definitely probably try to. I think I might slide it down.
Yeah, like I said, I'll let you know when we get closer. Like I said, once I kind of figure a couple of things out. But like I say, man, y'all turn out wherever y'all going, man. Y'all know how we say, man. Y'all be safe out there in the streets.
Be careful, please. These folks crazy now.
And if you're wearing maroon and gray after the game, bro, shake everybody's hand, get in your car, and get on 10, bro. Don't get in nobody's face, especially if we lose. But if we win, y'all can kick it with us all night. But it's gonna be fun, man.
If
Jay,
win,
stay off the field, bro.
Hey, plant it on the field and get out of Baton Rouge. If you can.
Yes, indeed. So, hey, y'all know how we do, man. We're going to catch up with y'all next week. And, yeah, hey, good or bad, y'all know we're going to be here next week because I ain't got nothing else to do on Thursday but be here. So, like I say, man, we're going to catch y'all next week, man. Y'all enjoy yourself. Like I say, go in the game, be safe. Other than that, man, y'all keep rocking with us, and we'll holler at y'all next week.
Appreciate y'all watching, too.
Yes.